today's video is going to be the second half of my birthday haul, and this is going to be all of the books that I got. So yeah, I got a lot. Please excuse my hair. I took a shower and it's still kind of wet and it looks it's a lot more frizzy than it usually is. I don't know, the weather's really weird today. Like inside it's dry, but outside it's humid and in the 70s. It's not winter here. But on with the books. So I have a huge box right here, and I ordered all of the books off of Overstock besides one, I think, but I'll tell you that one first. Yeah, I ordered them off of Overstock because that is where I could get them the cheapest. If you ask me, Barnes & Noble is extremely overpriced, like ridiculously overpriced. And I was going to order them all off of half.com, which is a part of eBay, but it was maybe only going to be a few dollars in total cheaper, and they didn't have all of the books, so I ordered them off of Overstock. But the first one that I'm going to show you is the one that I have been waiting on. It got here a few days ago, and today is January 12th. And you guys are probably going to be watching this on Monday, which will be the 14th, I think. So yeah, I've had it for a few days. I actually saw Emily, or her channel is it Emily Noel 87? I think that's what her channel name is, but she was doing a video about what she got for Christmas, and she showed this book. And after she showed it, I was like, okay, I don't even need to see any more about it. I need that. And I got birthday money, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to buy that. And I looked online, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of expensive, but you know, whatever. So Barnes & Noble had it for the cheapest, and it was $40. It is a really big book though, and I think it's totally worth it. So it is Classic Beauty, The History of Makeup by Gabriela Hernandez. So that is just what it looks like, front and back. This is kind of hard with all these books in my lap, but it shows exactly what it says, the history of makeup. So it starts like BC, like a really, really, really long time ago. But what I love most about it is the fact that it shows previous advertisements and like products that were really popular a while ago. So these are advertisements from the 70s. I mean, I just think it's amazing. It shows like the makeup that was popular, like that shows what was popular, like the whole Farrah Fawcett look. It shows like eye color, cheek colors, and just everything. It tells you like when companies were founded. It's amazing, and I'm a huge history buff, so this is great. History plus makeup, that is pretty much perfection for me. So yes, the rest of the books are like novels, and I'm going to try to give you a brief summary on all of them. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit of background for some of them because it is a little bit strange. So I'm a huge reader, and I'm an even bigger book review watcher, and I love doing book reviews, you know, on my own, but I really love watching them. And for some reason, watching a book review, even though they may give away things, makes me want to read the book even more. I don't know why, but the fact that there's spoilers in the videos doesn't really bother me because there's so much more information in the books that it doesn't really matter. So the first two books are in a series, and I actually am going to be having a book blabber on the first two coming soon, and I'm almost done with the Immortals series, and this is like the spin-off. It is the sisters little spin-off. So yes, I have Dreamland and Whisper by Alison Noel, and I love the cover of both of these. So yes, I believe Dreamland is the third in the series and Whisper is the fourth, and I think that this is the last of the series. But I think that this one came out this year, so there may be more coming out. I'm not really sure. But yeah, once I read these, I'm going to be doing book blabbers on them. I'm going to do book blabbers on all of these, hopefully. But this is going to take me a really long time to read because second semester of English, we're starting our book unit, so we're going to be doing more literature, so I'm not going to be reading as much, but come summertime, you'll see a lot of these. So yeah, these are just the continuation of the little sister's story, who is a ghost. So yes. And I'm going to warn you, some of these books are very, very, very strange. Some of them are, actually most of them are very popular, but some of them I've never even seen anybody do a review on. So the next one is Unwind by Neil Shusterman, and that is what the cover looks like. It's a little bit creepy. But yeah, so basically this is about, there is a second civil war about reproductive rights, so pro-life or pro-choice. And the whole thing with this is that you can unwind your children once they hit 13, and it's pretty much like a late abortion, but they don't allow abortions, you know, when you're pregnant, but when a child hits 13, all of their organs can be split up and they're basically killed, but it's not seen as that because all of the organs are going to different people. But yeah, and so it goes through the stories of three children, and there's a second book called Unholy. So I'm assuming that at least one of them survives if there's a sequel. I mean, that's only logical to me. So yes, next is called Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, and I saw this in Target, and it was a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure though. But this is about, oh, this one's really cool. So basically it's like this really popular girl. She wakes up and finds out that she's dead. And for a whole entire week, every single day she wakes up and replays the day of her death and picks up clues and basically unravels the mystery of her death. And this is very similar to the book Remember Me by Christopher Pike. I don't know if I did a book blabber on that. It's an enormous book. It's probably about that big. It's fantastic though. This is really similar, and I'm someone who reads books either by the same author, like I'll read every book by one author, like how I do for Elizabeth Chandler. She's my favorite author. And she has more books coming out, so you will see those later too. Or I read books that are very similar. You're probably like, isn't that boring? No, it's not. I don't know. Whatever. So the next one is The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. And this is another book kind of similar to the other one. And I think it is kind of similar. Let's see. Oh, I forget. I think it's another like murder mystery type thing. Oh, okay. Never mind. It says, you wake up with no memory of the last few days. Your friends were killed in an accident that you miraculously survived. Your family has to move to another state to escape the fallout. You meet a mysterious boy who seems to know more about your past than you do. You start seeing things that can't possibly be there. You are afraid you are losing your mind. Can you keep it together? Mara Dyer is about to find out. So, kind of like The Immortals, where she lives, but yeah, that'll be interesting. The next one is really cool. This is called The Future of Us by Jay Asher and Carolyn Mackler. And Jay Asher wrote 13 Reasons Why, which I read 3 or 4 years ago, a really long time before it became popular, and it was fantastic. And so got this one, and this one is actually very, very interesting. It is based in 1996, and it says, in 1996, and less than half of all American high school students have ever used the internet. Sorry, I read that sentence weird. Yeah, Emma just got her first computer and an American online CD-ROM. Josh is her best friend. They power up and log on and discover themselves on Facebook 15 years in the future. Everybody wonders what their destiny will be. Josh and Emma are about to find out. So basically, they see their future through the internet and through Facebook and get to experience it and kind of figure out how that all is going to happen. Okay, next is Wicked Lovely by Marissa Marr, and I haven't seen anybody talk about this, but this is about a girl who can see fairies, and that is really all that I get out of the back. But there is a best friend, and there's rules about talking to the fairies, and there's a second book called Ink Exchange. So I'm excited about this one. I love anything like immortal. Yeah. Next one is called Entwined by Heather Dixon, and I saw All That Glitters 21, or Elle, do a book review on this one, I think, because there's actually two books almost identical. This one and then another one that I cannot think of the name, but it is about a girl named Azalea, and she gets trapped in this palace by the keeper and basically has to figure out why she's there. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and read the back. It says, "Come and mend your broken hearts here. Just when Azalea should feel that everything is before her, beautiful gowns, dashing suitors, balls filled with dancing, it's taken away. All of it. And Azalea is trapped. The keeper understands. He's trapped her too. Held for centuries, he's trapped too. Held for centuries within the walls of the palace, so he extends an invitation. Every night, Azalea and her 11 sisters may step through the enchanted passage in their room to dance in his silver forest, but there is a cost. The keeper likes to keep things. Azalea may not realize how tangled she is in his web until it is too late." So kind of figuring out why they're going there, what this palace is, what he's keeping. Yeah. Okay. I'll do the popular ones first. So everybody and their mother has read this. Divergent by Veronica Roth. I think everybody knows and has seen a review on this, but it is a dystopian society book like The Hunger Games. If you were to go on Barnes & Noble, this would be under the section that says, if you like The Hunger Games, and you can click on that and it goes, excuse me, to all the books that are similar. But this is kind of similar in a way where there are different factions, and when you turn 16 you get to decide what faction you're going to be in. And yeah, so it's the girl's decision on what faction she's going to be in. I forget what the girl's, oh, Beatrice, but I think her name, I think she goes by Triss. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. You'll see a book review on this for sure. And then I also got Matched by Ali Condi, and this is about another dystopian society where at a certain age, I don't know if it's 16 again, you are matched with basically who the government thinks would be your perfect match. And there is a guy that's put up on the screen, but also her boyfriend, or not her boyfriend, her best friend is put up on the screen. So it is like a weird thing that's never happened before, and it is, the whole entire book is about her decision between which one she's going to go through, or which one she's going to pick. And the last one is actually the last book review that I watched, and it is Quarantine by Lex Thomas, and Elle also reviewed this one. But this is about a school that is actually infected with this virus, and if the virus comes in contact with adults, the adult is automatically killed. So the government puts like a bubble around the school. The kids are trapped until they're 18, because once they turn 18, the virus like goes away. It's pretty strange. So similar to The Hunger Games again, there is very little food that is delivered, so people are killing to get food and to survive. There's cliques that are formed, and yeah, so there's that. I'm not sure if there's going to be more though, because it says Quarantine the Loners, so I don't know if there's more in like the Loner series. But yes, oh my gosh, I felt like I just talked a bunch. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this huge book haul. And make sure to stick around and subscribe if you would like to see book reviews on any of them. If you have read any of those books, please tell me if you liked them or not, and leave other book suggestions in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new books because I'm kind of obsessed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.